Hey, what's up guys? Franco here with Lover's Legacy, and this is part 4 of the 10-part series, The Journey of Becoming a Master Seducer. In this video, we're going to be talking about a very powerful concept that we have here at Lover's Legacy that's going to be a game changer for a lot of you guys. And that concept is sex first, connection second. Sex first, connection second. First of all, what am I talking about when I say sex first? I'm not saying you literally go up to a woman and tell her you want to have sex with her and then she agrees and all that. That's disrespectful, right? What I am referring to is you letting her know that you like her. You letting her know what about her you like, complimenting her, letting her see how excited you are to see her, letting her see how nervous you are to see her, letting it be known that you like her man to woman. This isn't just going to be a friendship. This is going to be potentially something more if you so like me back. So it's setting the stage for a potential lover's relationship. So why? The only reason why men and women get together is because of sex. Everything else is secondary. The love, the connection, all of that comes later if it feels right, if it feels natural. So what do you call a connection where people get together, they laugh, they have a good time, they do things together, they have a lot in common? That is a friendship. When people get together, they get together to have a good time, they laugh, they share stories, they have a lot in common, and they have sex. That is a romantic relationship. So by definition, the only thing that separates the two, romantic relationship and a friendship, is just the sex. Okay? Apart from this, sex is the most natural and most honest human behavior, act, desire, all of that, okay? That is what everybody thinks about. It's where we come from. We are a manifestation of sex, okay? So if you present to a woman anything that isn't that, then by definition you are being inauthentic, and women can smell this. And this is why the men who put connection first end up getting friend zoned, because they're setting the stage exactly for a friendship, not a lover's relationship. So absolutely put that in first. The sex goes first. Set the stage for what could be a potential lover's relationship. Again, you can compliment her, you let her know what you like about her in detail, and have fun with it. Let her see the enthusiasm you have for her. Now, a huge mistake that I made growing up is thinking that, because I'm a great guy and it's more than just sex. So a huge mistake that I made is thinking that I had to prove to a woman that, hey, I'm not like all the other guys, I'm not an asshole, I'm not just like a one-trick pony, I guess you could say. Just after one thing, I also want to have something special. And so I thought I had to prove that to a woman, right? And let her know my history and facts and all this, let her get to know me and trying to do all that, just to let her know that I'm a good guy. And I know that a lot of guys do this. But what happens in the process is you put connection first. Hey, this is a little bit about me, tell me about you and all that. You try to play the good guy, the nice guy. And so what I ended up realizing is that even if a woman has been heartbroken by a guy who just wanted to use her and all that, you still have to lead with sexuality. You still have to let her know what you want. A woman knows your intentions right away. She knows that you're a sexual being, but you're still a great guy. She gets that. Your intentions is not something you can hide, for the better or for the worse. If you're a great guy, if you're a bad guy, it's gonna show. It shows in your movements, the way you talk to people, the way you carry yourself. It shows everywhere, and women from a young age have been trained to read body language, to read signs of good or bad behavior. So there's no need for you to have to prove yourself to women, and I know a lot of guys do this, and it's completely normal that we do this, but it's not the way. Even if you are a great guy, or if you're looking for a long-term relationship, you still lead with sexuality. You still open with sexuality. You still let her know that. You still compliment her. You still do that. And she's gonna get that. She's gonna know that you're a different kind of guy still. So, and I also want to say that, because I get this question a lot, is a lot of guys wonder why in their first interaction with a woman, everything's going great, they're laughing, they have a lot in common, everything's going great, the guy thinks it's perfect, and the girl gives her her number, they go on a date, and he thinks everything's going great, and then all of a sudden, she disappears, and the guy wonder why. Okay, why does that happen? She was responding well to me, and then she just left all of a sudden. That is because you went up to her, so you did the manly thing. Okay, so you created the sexual dynamic, and then you started with connection. Then she was thinking, okay, he came up to me, created a sexual dynamic. Perhaps he's shy, perhaps he's nervous, but sooner or later he's gonna get to the point, right? She's hoping sooner or later this guy gets to the point, and the guy doesn't get to the point. And so she's thinking this entire time, okay, it's just gonna be one more conversation later, maybe on the next date or whatever. He's gonna get to the point, and he does not. And this is why the woman leaves. This is why she was responding well, because she was hoping he would get to the point. But then all of a sudden, I mean, he just doesn't. So she leaves. She leaves for good. Okay. A man who disowns his sexuality is pretty much telling a woman, "I'm not gonna be good in bed. I don't really believe in myself." Things like that. And so a woman just says, "Well, what's the point of me staying?" She goes, "Okay." So no, that wasn't all of a sudden. She was hoping the guy was gonna get to the point, but he doesn't. So again, start with sex first, and then yes, 10-15 minutes later you guys can get into connection. You guys can start getting to know each other. So that is the way it goes. So how do you go about coming across as a sexual being? Well, the way I like to say it is strong and loud nonverbals, soft and subtle verbals. So many times the reason why we don't come across as enthusiastic and flirtatious and all that, simply because life is fast and we're on the go. And what happens when you do that, when you're living too fast and you're not really acknowledging women, is you don't build up the desire within you, the fascination, the excitement to see a woman. And so ideally you want to let a girl know, and by doing so you come across as sexual. So I would say pause, slow down, look at the girl, get clear on what it is you like about her. So it's like, she's a beautiful girl, she looks good, but I'm checking her out, I'm not checking out the other girls. Why is that? What is she doing differently, right? And you get lost in the fascination. And you do what I like to call soak in her beauty, where just let it hit you and get clear, and then like, oh, it's that she's doing, is that, right? That's why I'm liking her. So now you see how you start in your voice, in your eyes, you come across more sexual when you do that, when you're more fascinated. So there's a saying in self-help that says, to become interesting, you become interested. To become sexual, you let a woman make you feel sexual, and then in the process you become this guy who desires women, who's fascinated by women. And that's how you create that strong and loud nonverbal. Strong and loud simply means that the room can notice that you're a sexual being, that you're a guy that loves women. If there was a group of people here, they'll know that this guy likes her. And so it's strong and it's loud, it's projecting, right? It's clear. And the soft and subtle verbal simply means you are talking to a woman. You don't tell a girl verbally, "Hey, I want to have sex with you," and all that. But you keep it authentic. You have social etiquette. And you're like, "Damn, wow, you look gorgeous." It's something that is socially acceptable. But she's getting the hint that you like her on a nonverbal level. So you don't just flat out tell a woman, "Hey, I want to have sex with you." So I like to use the line, "Hey, my name is Franco. I just thought you were absolutely gorgeous. I saw you and I had to come say hi." That is authentic. It takes balls to say that, because a lot of people would much rather put up an act. It's sexual because you don't talk to other people that way. You don't talk to your friends that way. You don't talk to guys that way. You don't talk to family that way. You only talk to women that you like in that kind of way. So it's sexual. And then it also creates mystery, because she's thinking, "Damn, this guy has balls. He's different. He talks to me like a man. So he's ballsy. Like, what's gonna be his next move? He's gonna ask me out to a dance. She talks to her friends. There's this guy I like, and all this and that. So it's mysterious. What's gonna be the future? What's gonna be the outcome? Are we gonna get together or whatnot?" So it's mysterious when you keep it subtle. When you don't just flat out tell a girl. When you flat out tell a girl that, you kill the journey, the mystery, the story. So keep it authentic, verbally. Let your enthusiasm come out through your energy, and you will come across as a sexual being. And that is how you put sex first, and then later on you can start going into connection, 21 questions and all that. So if this is a struggle for you, like it was for me, then I want to give back. I am hosting a free live masterclass where we're going to be talking about reclaiming your masculinity, reclaiming your sexuality as a man, so that you can start connecting. You can start, connecting with women. As I've been saying, a connection, interaction, a relationship that lacks a component of sexuality is nothing more than a friendship. And this is why men get friend zoned. So if you want to get good with women, you must absolutely have your sexuality in place. So this Wednesday, August 15, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Link will be down in the description. Bring a pen and notebook. Transformation will happen, right? So link down in the description. Click on it, schedule it, and I'll see you there. And until then, I'll see you in part 5 of this 10-part series. Take care.